So right now in this lecture, what we are going to discuss, we are going to discuss applications of determinants. Okay. So we'll go through a quick recall what was there in the previous turn. That is, this is something representation of straight lines based on condition of roots. This is something that I have not discussed, but yes, I have discussed this in an indirect form. That was about a1 upon a2 not equals to b1 upon b2. These three were the conditions, right? Like when equations are given to us, then we can check whether the equation is having zero solution, no solution, infinite solution, or a unique solution. So that is this thing only. But we can cover this in this slide also because we will be having some questions based on that. Matrices we have covered, solving of determinants we have covered, properties of determinants we have covered. Okay. So I'm sure that there is nothing that is left out. But yes, however, in this session we are having three concepts major. Okay. So first of all, there is solution of system of linear equation by determinant. This is very important because we have already seen that how to solve a system of linear equations with the help of matrix method. And that is way too long because in that method what we have discussed that we have to write x is equals to a inverse b first of all. Then we have to find the inverse of this A matrix. Then we have to find the multiplication product of inverse and B matrix. So this is the thing. So this is a very time consuming method. So however, what we are going to discuss in today's lecture is we can solve a system of linear equation in three variable with the help of determinants also. And that is known as Cramer's rule. So Cramer's rule, or I can say solution of system of linear equation by determinants. Both are same. Once we have discussed, then we will come to Martin rule. Martin rule is this thing only. X is equals to A inverse B. That means we have already discussed Martin's rules, but yes, I didn't mention the name of that method. That is Martin rules. And the last topic is conditions for consistency. So after covering each and every topic, after giving the theory for each and every topic, we will be covering some questions. And that is very important, very interesting as well as. So first I'll begin with solution of system of linear equation by determinants. All of you have to pay proper attention towards this topic because this topic is really very important, because sometimes if you need to solve a system of linear equation in three variable, then you have only two choices. Either you can apply Cramer's rule or you can apply Martin's rule. Martin's rule is simply x is equals to A inverse B. That you already know that it is a very long practice. It is a very time consuming method. So it is very important to see the alternate in order to save your time. Okay, so we will be solving a system of equation, and I'll obviously begin with the question that we have already discussed in the previous turn. So allow me a few moments. Okay, so this was the question that we have already covered, right? We have already solved this question by the help of matrix method. Now we are going to solve this with the help of determinant method, or also known as Cramer's rule. Cramer's rule. Highly important. Not in CBSE. Earlier it was in CBSE, but then it got reduced from CBSE. So nobody talks about Cramer's rule nowadays. In school probably. Okay. First of all, we'll quickly form the equations, and this thing I have already mentioned in the previous lecture also, like 4 pencil, 3 pen and 2 eraser. I'm not explaining you how to form equations because that part we have already covered, right? So 4 pencil, that is 4x, 3y and 2z is what? It is 60. Second equation is 2x, 4y and 6z. It is 90. And 6 pencil, 6x plus 2y plus 3z. Yes, it is 70. So these are going to be the three equations for us. Equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3. Okay, so now we have to solve for the value of x, y and z. I have to find the values of x, y and z. Okay, guys, just give me a few moments. I think there's some kind of issue. I'll be back in a 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, just wait.
Hello, Sankalp sir. Hello, Sankalp sir.
Hello. Yeah, sorry everyone. Actually, there was something urgent that like came up out of the way. Fine. Oh my God, everybody has again turned off their cameras. Quickly turn on your cameras. No, Yashudeep, everything is fine. Okay. So we are going to solve this system with the help of determinants. Okay. And that method is known as Cramer's rule. So what we have to do in Cramer's rule is we have to form four determinants. Okay. Which will be named as D, D1, D2, D3. Correct? That means we have to form four determinants. Okay. So first of all, we will be forming D. Sir, your voice is not clear. Am I audible, everyone? Hari Mahesh, am I audible?
Sir, I can hear you, sir.
Sorry?
I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, you can hear. Okay, fine. And rest of the participants, please turn on your cameras. Okay, so what I was telling is, we in order to solve this system, we have to form four determinants first of all. So first one is D. Okay, now what is going to be that D? So that D is this. Normal determinant, like just extract all the coefficients and put them. So 4, 3, 2, 2, 4, 6 and 6, 2, 3. This is going to be the D. Okay, this is going to be the determinant, that is normal determinant D. It is simply made up of coefficients of x, y and z. Now we'll be forming D1. Okay, so please pay attention. Now whenever you are forming D1, what you have to do is, in the original determinant, see every determinant like D1, D2 and D3 will be formed from D only. So what you have to do while forming D1? See, 1 is there now. I'm talking about 1. So that means just replace your first column. That means what is the trick over here? Replace your first column by answers. Okay, what are the answers? 60, 90 and 70, right? So I'll replace my first column, like in place of 4, 2 and 6, what I'll be writing is 60, 90 and rest of the determinant will be exactly same. That is 3, 4, 2 and 2, 6, 3. Correct? D1 is clear? Okay, so this D is clear, D1 is clear. Now, if I have to form D2, what I'll be doing is, now as we are forming D2, so what I will doing is, I will replace my second column from these answers, okay? And when I'll form D3, so I'll be doing, like I'll be replacing third column. Okay, so 4, 2 and 6 will be written as exact because second column needs to be replaced by the answers. So instead of second column, that is this 3, 4, 2, what I'll be writing is, I'll be writing 60, 90 and 70. And the third column will remain same, that is 2, 6, 3. And in case of D3, what I have to do? I have to write 4, 2, 6, like first column exact same, second column exact same. But instead of third column, I'll be writing my answers, that is 60, 90 and 70. Now tell me, this process of creating 4 determinants is clear to everyone? Just give me a thumbs up. Clear. Okay. Now, the next line is the answer. Now, if somebody asks you, what is the value of x? So you have to write, now x is d over d1, y is d over d2, z is d over d3. That's it. Because all the 4 determinants are having some value. Because when you expand a determinant, then you are supposed to get a value, proper value, right? So if you are getting a proper value, so all the 4 determinants are having 4 respective values. So d upon d1 will be a number. So that will be the value of x. Okay. So can you please, guys, please try to solve the values for d, d1, d2 and d3.
Sir, can you repeat the last part?
Yeah, I was telling that if you are creating 4 determinants, that means you are having 4 values with you,
No,
right?
sir. The X, Y, Z part, like
The
the D.
x is simply d over d1.
Okay, sir.
D over d1 means d is the determinant.
Yeah.
So you have to expand that determinant.
Yes,
So
sir.
there will be a value once you expand that determinant. Again, d1 is another determinant only. So
Yes,
we
sir.
will expand d1 also. Because while creating these determinants now, you have to expand also.
Okay, sir.
Like d1 is having some, d is having some kind of value, d1 will be having some kind of value. So those values, when you divide those numerical values, you will be getting an answer.
Okay, sir.
That is the value of
Okay,
x.
sir.
So what I am asking to you guys is, you just have to find all the 4 values. So solve for D, solve for D1, solve for D2 and solve for D3.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. One second, guys. I was actually in a confusion. It is not D upon D1. It is D1 upon D. Okay. So I have to write it again. So this is not. It will be D1 upon D. It will be D2 upon D, and it will be D3 upon D. Yes. Like D is always supposed to be in denominator. Sorry. Sir, is D is equals to 130? I don't know the answer. I have to find. Okay. So I'll be finding the value for D first of all. Okay. So how can we find the value of D? We can like expand it simply. So D will be, the value of D will be, I am expanding along R1. I am expanding this along determinant along R1. Okay. So 4 will be here and inside it will be 4 3s are 12 minus 6 2s are 12. That is 12 minus 12, that is 0. Then I'll write minus 3. And it will be 3 to the 6 minus 6 into 6. That is 6 minus 36. Again, I'll write minus 2. And it will be, no, plus 2 I'll write. Yeah, it will be 4 minus 24. So that is 0. 6 minus 36 is minus 30. Minus 30 into minus 3 is plus 90. And 4 minus 24 is 96, I guess. 86. No, 96. Okay. 4. No. Wait. 4 minus 24. 4 minus 24 is minus 20. And minus 20 into 2 is minus 40. So 90 minus 40 is 50 is the answer, not 130. How come everyone is getting like another values? 50 is the answer, no, for the value of D. So sorry, sir, I put minus 2. Okay. So if you just put plus 2, so it will be the same answer, right? Jyotsna, please check yourself. Like you are getting minus 40 is the answer. The answer is 50, right? Okay. No, sir. Like I am doing wrong or you are doing wrong? Okay, wait, let me check for the values once again, okay? I answered for that. Okay, fine. That is the problem now. If you are like writing everything, you can speak also. Okay, everyone, find the value for D1 also, and D2 also, and D3 also. Yes, sir, 50. Okay, now I got a confirmation from Hari Mahesh. So that means I'm doing right. Okay. D1, anybody has got the answer for D1? Okay, let me tell you one more thing. Like 60 is there, 90 is there, and 70 is there. So these are really like large values. So can you do something? You can take 10 as common from the column. Where you guys was knowing something like that. You can take 10 as common from C1. So now it will be 6, it will be 9, it will be 7. And here it is 3, 4, 2. Here it is 2, 6, 3. Now you can expand this determinant and multiply your answer with 10. Okay? So I'll be writing like 10 is the thing that I've taken out as common. Now I'm expanding this determinant. So I'll again expand it along R1. So 6 I will write. So it will be 4 3s are 12 minus 6 2s are 12. Again 12 minus 12, that is 0. Then I'll write minus 3. Next one I'll write minus 3. So minus 3 if I write, it will be 9 3s are 27. Minus 7 6 are 42. 27 minus 42. Then I'll write plus 2. So it will be like 9 2s are 18 minus 7 4s are 28. 18 minus 28. This is minus 10. Minus 10 into 2 is minus 20. 27 minus 42. 42 minus 27 will be 12 minus 7, 5, 15. Okay. So minus 15 into minus 3, it will be plus 45. And this is 0. 45 minus 20 is again, how? 25. And 25 into 10 is 250. So D1, the value of D1 is 250. Okay. Now D2 and D3 I will write here. So the value of D1 is 250. Now we can, as we have obtained the value of D1, we can find the value of X. So X is what? X is D1 by D. That is 250 over 50. So 5. The value of X is 5. If you guys remember, the value of X was 5 in that case also, because these are the same equations that we are solving. Only the thing that is different is method, right? So guys, please find the value of D2 as well as D3, and then let me know the values of Y and Z also. Again, I'm telling you, this class is very interesting because we have like so many good questions in this session. But for that, you have to like get well versed with the concepts. This is the very first thing that I'm telling you. After that, there are 3 to 4 key points also. Has anybody got the value for D2? 250. 250 is the answer. Okay, you are telling D1, fine. Okay, D2 is 4, 2, 6, 60, 90, 70. 4, 2, 6, 60, 90, 70. And 263. 263. This is your D2. So again, I'll do the same thing. Like what I'm going to do is I'll be taking 10 as common from C2. So it will become 6, 9 and 7. And 4, 2 and 6 and 2, 6 and 3. 400. Okay. This is your D2, right? So just expand. So D2 will be. Okay. Solve this one and let me know the answer. Okay. Somebody has, Jyotsna has got answer D2 is equals to 2250. Okay. Any other options? Any other answers? Okay, let me solve that. So I'll expand it using R1 only. So 4 I will write. So that will be 9 3 is 27. 27 minus 42. Minus 6 I'll write. So it will be 6 minus 36. 6 minus 36. And then plus 2 I'll write. So it will be 14 minus 54. 14 minus 54. D2 was 1100. Okay, let me check. 27 minus 42 is minus 15. Minus 15 to 4 is minus 60. And this is 6 minus 36 is minus 30. Minus 13 to plus 6 is plus 180. Sorry, minus 13 to minus 6 is plus 180. And 14 minus 54 is minus 40, right? Minus 14 to 2 is minus 80. So this is minus 60, this is minus 80, that is minus 140 plus 180. So it is 40 only. So into 10 it is 400. I am getting like a totally different answer. One 180 minus 140 is 40 and 40 into 10 is 400. So D2 is supposed to be 400. When D2 is 400, that means the value of Y will be D2 over D. That is 400 by 50. Yes, this is the correct answer because I clearly remember that the value of Y was 8. Even D3 is 400, so Z is 8. Not sure about D3. So I'll be finding D3 also because I just can't be rely on you guys. Like you are giving so many different options, no? Okay, what is D3? 4360. Sorry, 426342. 426342. 4 426 and 342. And then 60 90 70, right? So 10 again I will take as common. So this will become 697 3, 4, 2 and 4, 2, 6. Again, I'll expand it expand it by along R1. So 4 I'll write first of all. So it will become 7 4 is 28 minus 18. Then I'll write minus 3. So it will become 14 minus 54. And then I'll write plus 6. So it will become 4 minus 24. This is minus 20. Minus 20 into 6 is minus 120. This is 14 minus 54 is minus 40. Minus 40 into minus 3 is plus 120. So they will cancel each other. 28 minus 18 is 10. 10 into 4 is 40. And 40 into 10 again is 400. Correct. So the value of D3 is 400. Right? So the value of Z will be 400 by 50. Again 8 is the answer. Now you guys tell me which method is better, like this one or that one? If you talk about the time complexity of this method, it is very low as compared to that method. Why? Because you have to find 4 determinants. I can assume that in order to frame 4 determinants, you will spare your 1 minute maximum, right? So 1 minute is that time. And if you like expand each determinant, I guess 30 seconds per determinant. So you will take 2 minutes. Okay, so 2 minutes for determinant solving and 1 minute for determinant formation. So 3 minutes is the total time. And then you will be like giving your answer by dividing. So I'll give that 1 minute extra. So 4 minutes and 1 minute bonus for each and every step. So 5 minutes. Like in less than 5 minutes, you will be delivering the answer. So this method is very, very, very useful. I don't know why it got reduced from CBSE. I think CBSE has the pattern that no, the student is not wasting his time. Okay, remove that. Okay. So I only told this method to you because based on that method, you are first of all you are able to solve this system of equations also, as well as you will be able to solve many questions which are from JEE. Okay. So are you guys ready to solve? Fine. So we'll be like start the entire session again, okay, in that order. So now we have discussed this solution part, okay. That means we have covered Cramer's rule. If you are like having a system of linear equation and 3 variables, then you are able to solve that system using 2 methods. One is your Martin's rule, one is your Cramer's rule. In Martin's rule, what we have discussed x is equals to A inverse into B. In Cramer's rule, we have discussed x is equals to D1 by D. Now you very well know like what is D1, what is D2, what is D3 and what is the D. Now we'll be discussing these conditions for consistency. Okay. Okay. So first of all, what do you mean by consistent system? What do you mean by inconsistent system? Okay, I'll tell you, keywords are very important. Keywords are very, very important. Why these are very important? Because these are something which are used by the question. Okay, these are something, the questions will be having these kind of keywords. So if you don't know the value, don't know the meaning of that keywords, you are not able to do a single thing in the question. Okay, so first of all, consistent means what? So consistent means having a solution. Having solution. Okay, and inconsistent means what? Having no solution. Mod of A not equal to 0, then the system is consistent. Oh my god. You are telling me the theory only. Fine. That is true. But yes, I'll like give you a more clarity on that. See, if a system is like consistent, then again we have two options. Okay. Like either it will be having a unique solution, either it will be having a unique solution or it will have infinite solution. Because I only talked about like consistent. That means we must have a solution. So it can be possible that we have one solution, that is unique solution, or we can have infinite solutions. Both the conditions are said to be consistent. But inconsistent, so it means that only one condition, that is no solution. Okay. So unique solution exists when D is not equals to 0. But infinite solution exists when D is equal to 0. So this thing you have to note. And D is that determinant of coefficients. Determinant coefficients. Okay. Now what do you mean by trivial and non-trivial solutions? Okay. So trivial solution means when the values of x, y and z are 0, it is trivial. Okay. This is a special case and it is known as trivial. When x equals to y equals to z equals to 0, then it is known as trivial solution. Okay. And when x not equals to y not equals to z not equals to 0, then it is non-trivial. So non-trivial basically means everything is non-trivial only. Okay. Like for example, we just solved a question before that this slide. So we'll be getting our answer. We were getting the answers that x is equals to 8, y is equals to, I don't know what were the answers. Whatever these answers were, but the answers were not equal to 0, right? So that was a case of non-trivial solution. So maximum 95% questions are non-trivial only. Because trivial is just a special condition that if x becomes 0 and also equals to y and z, that means all the three variables are 0, then it is trivial solution. So it is important because this keyword is important. Okay. And similarly, what is homogeneous and non-homogeneous solutions? So I'll tell you. Okay. What is homogeneous and non-homogeneous in this session only. Like if any of the D1, D2, D3 is 0. Okay. And D1, D is not equals to 0. Then this is the condition for homogeneous. I'm not saying that D1, D2, D3, all the elements are 0. No. D is not equal to 0, but any of D1 or D2 or D3 is equals to 0, then it is homogeneous, else it is non-homogeneous. Fine. So these are the conditions that are very, very, very important. I hope you guys are like keeping a note of everything. Fine, fine, okay. I'm giving you 2 minutes, just note it down. Have you guys noted? Okay. Cramer's rule. So I'll write one line already discussed. Okay. The very first thing that I've told you. Fine. Next, Martin's rule. Again, same thing, already discussed. Conditions for consistency. See that this thing I was discussing about. System of solution is said to be what? Consistent with unique solution, consistent with infinitely solution, and inconsistent. So I've told you that this is the condition for what? D not equals to 0, and this is the condition for D equal to 0. Fine. Inconsistent, we'll have a discussion further. Fine. So this question is from JEE Mains 2023. That means the very latest question that we are having. For the system of linear equation AX plus, again, it is not A, it is alpha. Alpha X plus Y plus Z is equals to 1. Okay, fine. I'll rewrite the question for you guys. Alpha X plus Y plus Z equals to 1. X plus alpha Y plus Z is equals to 1. And X plus Y plus alpha Z equals to beta. Which one of the following statement is not correct? So these are the equations, okay? And which one of the following statement is not correct? So whenever a question is like that, like which of the statement is not correct, what you have to do? You just have to execute the conditions given in the options. Now what is the first condition that is given in the option? It has infinitely many solutions. Now what do you mean by infinite solutions? Infinite solution means what? Infinite solutions means D is equal to 0. Now what is the value of D over here? So if I just find the value of D, so it will be what? It will be alpha 1 1 1 alpha 1 again 1 1 alpha. Fine. So I have to put that value equal to 0. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll be like before expanding this determinant, what I can do is I can see a streak of 1 over here and see a streak of 1 over here. So I can do this operation before expanding. Like in R1, I'll be doing R1 minus R2. And in R2, I'll be doing R2 minus R3 simultaneously. So what will be this determinant like? This determinant will form like this. Alpha minus 1, 1 minus alpha, and this is 0. This is 1 minus 1, 0. This is alpha minus 1, and this is 1 minus alpha, that is, and 1, 1 alpha will be here. Now I can write this 1 minus alpha to be alpha minus 1, okay, with a minus sign common. And this will be again alpha minus 1, and this is 0. And this is 0, and this is alpha minus 1, and this is again alpha minus 1 with a minus sign over here. And this is 1, this is 1, this is alpha. Fine. So I can take alpha minus 1 common from the first row. So it will become alpha minus 1, and the first row will become 1 minus 1, 0. Okay. And I can take alpha minus 1 common from the second row also. So alpha minus 1 square will be taken out as common. And this will become 0, and this will become 1, and this will become minus 1. And this is 1, 1 alpha. I can expand using C1. Or I can expand using R1 also. So I'll write expanding along R1. So it is alpha minus 1 whole square. Okay. Now 1 will be right. So it is alpha minus minus 1, that is alpha plus 1. And plus 1 will write, we'll write plus 1. So this is 0 into alpha is 0 only. 0 minus minus 1, that is plus 1. 1 and alpha plus 1. Okay, so alpha minus 1 whole square into alpha plus 2 we have got. Now, if we just put this thing equal to 0, so we are having alpha is equals to 1 or alpha is equals to 1 or alpha is equals to minus 2. Fine. So if this determinant is having, like this system is having infinite solution, then we have respective values of alpha. Okay. So what I have to do in that question is, I have to check my options. It has infinitely many solutions if alpha is equals to 2 and b is equals to minus 1. Beta is equals to minus 1. Alpha is 2, right? Then beta is equals to minus 1. We have to check whether this option is right or wrong. So you have to find the value of beta also. So find the value of beta. Let me know. Has anybody got the answer? It has no solution if alpha is equals to minus 2 and beta is equals to 1. X plus y plus z is equals to 3 by 4 if alpha is equals to 2 and beta is equals to 1. It has infinitely many solutions if alpha is equals to 1 and beta is equals to 1. What you can do is, you just put the value of alpha to be 1. Okay, put the value of alpha to be 1. So all the equations you are having right now, so you can easily find the solution for beta, right? You guys want me to do that question? Okay, fine, wait. So I'm bringing this question onto a new page, okay? Okay, so these are the equations, right? Now we have to do it very patiently. We have got the values of alpha to be 1, 1 or -2, right? These are the values. Just put the value of alpha to be 1. So this equation will become x plus y plus z is equals to 1, right or no? Yes or no? Again it will become x plus y plus z is equals to 1, the second equation. Yes? And then it will become x plus y plus z is equals to beta. Fine? So now just find the values for this system. Okay, so D will be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So D is 1 only. Oh, sorry, 0 only. Right? So when D is wait, just give me a moment, huh? Yes, okay. So we can see that when alpha is equals to 1, then D is equals to 0. Fine, now we have to put alpha is equals to -2 also. So this system will become -2x plus y plus z is equals to 1, x minus 2y plus z is equals to 1, x plus y minus 2z is equals to beta. Now from this system we will be finding beta. Okay, so solve this in order to find the value of beta. We know the value of beta will be what? The value of beta will be like the value of z will be d3 by d, right? So if I just form d3, so I can put the value of d3 as equals to 0. So what is d3? The same d, and I'll replace the third column with this 1 1 beta. 1 1 beta will be here, right? And alpha 1 will be here, x 1 and alpha will be here, and 1 and 1 will be here. So you can solve this determinant, so you can find the value of beta, and then you have to match with the options that are given. Okay, so quickly do this question on your own. I've told you the steps how to solve it. Now just do it on your own. If it is still not clear, just let me know. First of all, try to implement the steps that I've told. Okay guys, try this question, and we are having a short break right now. So I'll resume this class after 10 minutes, okay? Once I resume this class, we'll be solving only questions. There is no part of theory which is left, so we'll do only questions. Okay? Fine. Okay, everyone, just turn on your cameras. Has anybody got the answer for this question? See, I've told you what you have to do. You just have to find the values of beta for the respective values of alpha. Like if you got alpha is equals to 1, the first value you have got alpha is equals to 1, and the second value you have got alpha is equals to, I guess, minus 2 or 2. Minus 2. So just find the value for beta over here and find the value for beta in this case. That's it. And then you can match with the options. Like if alpha is equals to 2, beta is equals to minus 1 is there or not. If alpha is equals to minus 2, beta is equals to 1 is there or not. If alpha is equals to 2, beta is equals to 1 is there or not. Or if alpha is equals to 1, then beta is equals to 1 is not. So 3 conditions will be correct, but 1 will be incorrect. So that will be your answer. So I don't think that I have to do this question because I've already find the values of alpha. Now for the respective values of alpha, you have to find the values of beta. So that is your job to do. So you can do that on your own. I'm sure this is clear. Yes or no? Fine. Everybody please turn on your cameras. And here we go with the next question. Fine. This one is very important. It is from mains 2022. Okay. Let the system of linear equations will be this. Have a unique solution x star, y star, z star. If alpha comma x star, y star comma alpha and x star comma minus y star are collinear points, then the sum of absolute values of all possible values of alpha is. You have to do this question on your own. How we are going to do that? See, first of all, this is the system, right? Okay. This is the system, okay? So first of all, what we have to do, we have to find the values of like x, y and z. This thing we have to find first of all. Now. So I'll find D because I'll be solving this question with the help of Cramer's rule. So I will find D. So what is the value of D? So it is 1, 1, alpha, 3, 1, 1 and 1, 2, 0. No. Wait, 1, 0, 2. Because in the third equation we are not having any y. Right, so this is the value of D. Now I'll be finding D1 also. So for D1 we'll replace this as 2, 4, 1. And this will be 1, 1, 0 and alpha 1, 2. D2 we have to find. So D2 will be 2, 4, 1 and 1, 3, 1 and alpha 1, 2. And D4 will be, sorry, D3. D3 will be, it will be 2, 4, 1 and 1, 3, 1 and 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Fine. Now the value of x star will be D1 by D. Y star will be D2 by D. And Z star will be D3 by D. So first of all, find these values only. This part is clear, like what you have to do in the question. First find these values first of all. So I'll be solving one by one for I'll begin with D. Okay. So what is the value of D? The value of D will be, I can like expand it using along R1. So 1 it will be here. So it is 2 minus 0. Minus 1 it is here. So it is 6 minus 1. And then alpha I'll be having. So it is 0 minus minus 1. 0 minus 1 that is. So minus alpha we are having. 6 minus 1 is 5. It is minus 5. 2 2 minus 5 minus alpha, that is minus 3 minus alpha. I can write it as minus common 3 plus alpha. Okay. So the value of D1 is minus of 3 plus alpha. Similarly, what will be the value of D2? Sorry, D1. It was the value of D, not D1. It was the value of D. Now what will the value of D1? So I will look at the determinant D1, that is 2, 1 alpha, 4, 1, 1 and 1, 0, 2. So I'll expand it using R3 because we have a 0 over here. So 1 I will write. I'll write, okay, and this will become 1 minus alpha, and then 2 I will write, and it will become 2 minus 4. So it is minus 4 again, and 1 minus alpha. So it is minus 3 minus alpha again. So that is minus of 3 plus alpha. So we have D and D1 equal as equal. Now I'll find D2 and I'll find D3. So the value of D2 will be, what is the determinant D2? 1, 2 alpha, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 2 alpha, 3, 4, 1 and 1, 1, 2. 1, 2 alpha, 3, 4, 1 and 1, 1, 2. Yes, the same determinant. So it will be 1 into 8 minus 1, that is 7, minus 2 times 6 minus 1, and plus alpha times 3 minus 4. So minus alpha is here, 6 minus 1, 5, it is minus 10, 8 minus 1 is 7, 7, 7 minus 10. That is again minus 3 minus alpha. That means minus of 3 plus alpha. So we have D is equals to D1 is equals to D2. Now the last D3 is remaining. So we will find that also. So D3 I will do over here. So D3 is I can expand it along R3. So 1, 4 minus 2 and plus 1, 1 minus 3. Yes. So it is minus 2 and this is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0 only. So D3 we have 0. Okay. So now what are the values of like this D1 by D? D1 by D will be minus of 3 plus alpha upon minus of 3 plus alpha. It is also minus of 3 plus alpha upon minus of 3 plus alpha. It is 0 upon minus of 3 plus alpha. So we have got the values to be 1, 1 and 0. That is X star is 1, Y star is 1 and Z star is 0. Now what was the question talking about? So the question was talking about, see this is what? This is 1, 1 and 0. So if alpha comma X bar, X star, sorry. So I can say that alpha comma 1 will be here. Y star comma alpha, that is again 1 comma alpha will be here. And X star comma minus Y star, that is 1 comma minus 1 will be here. Fine. Because we have the values to be 1, 1 and 0 respectively. So these will be the points. And these are collinear. And these are collinear. So these points are, if these points are collinear, what we are going to do is, we have to form again a determinant and put that determinant equal to 0. So that means alpha 1, 1 alpha 1 minus 1 and 1, 1, 1. Just put that determinant to be equal to 0. Why? Because if 3 points are collinear, that clearly means that they are not forming a triangle, and if the triangle is not formed by these points, that means the area of triangle is 0. And we have applied the formula of area of triangle. So in order to put the check the collinearity, what we have to do is we have to put the area equal to 0. So now we can solve this and then we will be finding the value of alpha. So alpha will be written over here. Again, I'll expand along R1. So it will be alpha minus minus 1, that is alpha plus 1. Minus 1 it will be here. So it is 1 minus 1, 0. Plus 1 it will be here. So it is minus 1 minus alpha. And it is equals to 0. So alpha square plus alpha uh, minus 1 minus alpha is equals to 0. So alpha and alpha will cancel each other. So alpha square is equals to 1. It implies that alpha is equals to plus minus 1. So this is the answer. Also, what we have discussed here is, see, D1 was minus of alpha 3 plus alpha, right? So we can also say that alpha is not equals to minus 3. Because if alpha is equals to minus 3, then D1 will be 0. And if the D1 will be 0, that means D1, D2 all are 0. So this equation will become that the system will become infinite solution. So that is not mentioned, right? Because we have a unique solution. So this brings me to say that alpha is equals to 1. So this is the answer. Anyone is having any kind of problem till here? This question is clear to all of you? And you want to note this one? Okay, if you want to note, so I will just zoom out here. You can note this question. Okay, just copy this and let me know once you are done. And the participants that like that don't have their cameras turned on, please turn on. Done? Uh, okay. Okay. So now everybody try this question. If the system of equations this has infinitely many solutions, then which option is correct? You have to let me know. It's a very easy question. Has infinite what? That means you have to put d is equals to 0. Try this and let me know the answer. Put D1 is equals to 0, D2 is equals to 0, D3 is equals to 0. And then find the relation between P and Q. Quickly do that. Got the answer? Or I have to do that? Okay, I'll help you guys. What is the value of D? It is 1 minus 2 and 5. What is the value of R2? It will be 2 minus 1 and 1. And 11 minus 7 and P. This is the value of D. That you have to put equal to 0. Right? This is the value that you have to put equal to 0. Because infinite solution means D is equals to 0. Just find the value of D. So it will be 1 into minus P plus 7. Correct? Then plus 2 times 2P minus 11. And then 5 times minus 14 minus 11, that is plus 11. And all you have to put equal to 0. So 7 minus P plus 4P minus 22 minus 14 plus 11 is minus 3, minus 3 into 5 is minus 15. It's equals to 0. So 7 minus 22 is what? Minus 15. Minus 15 minus 15 is minus 30. So minus P plus 4P will be 3P. 3P minus 30 is equals to 0. That means 3P is equals to 30. It implies that P is equals to 10. P is equals to 10. Yes? So P we have got. Now we will execute these conditions. So D1 is equals to 0. So what will be the value of D1? D1 will be simply just replace your first column from the answer. So what are the answers? Answers are 3, 1 and Q. So here I'll write 3, 1 and Q. And then the matrix, the determinant will be same, minus 2, 5, minus 1, 1, minus 7 and P. Instead of P we can write as 10. Quickly find the value of Q from this equation. Just put D1 is equals to 0 and find the value of Q. Once you have got the value of P, you have got the value of Q, you can easily find that which option is correct. Do this quickly, everybody. Has anybody got the answer for Q? Or do I have to solve it? Fine, I'll do it by myself. As if I am going to write the JEE for you. 3 will be here. minus 10 plus 7. Plus 2 will be here, and it will be 10 minus q, and plus 5 will be here, and that will be minus 7 plus q equals to 0. So minus 30 plus 21 plus 20 minus 2q minus 35 plus 5q equals to 0. So 5q minus 2q is 3q, and minus 30 plus 20 is minus 15. Minus 15 and minus 35 is minus 50. Minus 50 and plus 21 is what? 50 minus 21 will be 29. No, I think I have done a calculation mistake. Okay, fine. 24. So 3 minus 24. So 3q is 24. That means q is 8. Okay. Now if p is 10 and q is 8, then we can look at the options. So it will be more clear. What are the options? P is equals to 10 and q is equals to 8. So p plus q not equals to 2, p plus q not equals to 10, p minus q 2. Yes, this is the correct answer. And p minus q not equals to 5. So C is the correct answer. Has everybody got it? Okay, fine. So next question. It is from again 2022. Not 2012, it is from 2022. Very easy question. If the system has infinitely many solutions, then k is equals to. Quickly find the value of k. What is the value of k? K is 0. I don't know. You have to solve it. I'll be solving it. But first you have to solve. No, k is equals to 0 is not an answer. See, d is equals to 0 is there. d1, d2, d3 is equals to 0 is there. This is the condition. This you have to execute, okay? So what is the value of d? It is k1, 2. It is 3 minus 1 minus 2. It is minus 2, minus 2 and minus 4. This is the value of d. Just put that equal to 0. Yes, 21 is the correct answer. Very good. See, when we put d equals to 0, I can expand it using R1. So it will be k times 4 minus 4 plus, sorry, minus 1. Okay, wait, let me just think of one, one thing just clicked in my mind right now. If this is k into 4 minus 4, that means k is eliminating itself. So what we are doing right now, so there is no point of writing this. Oh, that is the reason I think you have got k is equals to 0, right? No. So you have to find d1 also, d2 also and d3 also. Put all of the determinants equal to 0. Because in this equation k has been eliminated. So you have to find the value of k. So either the answer will be like either from d1 equals to 0, either putting d1 equals to 0, d2 equals to 0 or d3 equals to 0. As Kritika and Nithala correctly answered it, that the answer is 21. Yes, it is right. K is equals to 21. How many of you got K is equals to 21? Harimesh, have you got the answer? Yazira, have you got the answer? Okay. And okay, fine. So we'll jump to next question. The number of values of alpha for which the system of equation is inconsistent. Find what are the number of values of alpha for which the system of equation is inconsistent. Inconsistent means what? When you are not having any solution. Okay. So you know that x is equals to d1 upon d, right? When d is equals to 0, that means x is not defined. X is not defined. So that means just find the value of d and put that equal to 0. You can try this on your own also. This is very easy question. Let me know once you got the answer. So what will the value of d in this case? It is 1, 1, 1, alpha, 2 alpha and 3. And again 1, 3 alpha and 5. This you have to put as equal to 0. So that means alpha is equals to, find what is the value of alpha. Okay, I can do one thing, like before expanding this determinant, what I can do is, Jyotsna, anything happened? Okay, fine. So before expanding, what we can do is we can perform. I was removed from the session, sir. No, actually, I removed you from the session. Not just you. I removed like 7 or 8 participants from the session. Okay, your camera was having some issue, right? Okay, so I removed you by mistake. Actually, I was seeing like the participants that have turned their cameras off. I just removed them. Okay, okay. You are having some issues with the camera. Still you are having some issues with the camera, right? See how quickly these guys turned on their cameras. Students, I have told you like several times, okay? Like if you just turn off your cameras and mic, now there's a blank screen that is like continuously which is in front of me. So that obviously do not encourage me to speak now. Like I'm talking to you guys only. So what if I'm not seeing anyone? No facial expressions, no face. Like I'm talking to a blank screen. So it is very like irritating. I don't know why you guys are like not. Your time will come sometime. Like if anybody of you sometime become a teacher, then you will realize this. Okay, fine. So we have to find the value of alpha from this determinant. Okay. So before expanding it, what I will do is I'll use this operation. I'll do that C1. In C1 I can write C1 minus C2, and in C2 I can do C2 minus C3. Okay. Because this is a streak of 1. So it will be 0 minus alpha and 1 minus 3 alpha. Again it is 0, it is 2 alpha minus 3, and it will be 3 alpha minus 5. And this will be 1, 3, 5. So now I can expand along R1. So I have to only write this 1. So 1 into 3 alpha minus 5 into minus alpha, and minus 2 alpha minus 3 into 1 minus 3 alpha, right? And equal to 0. So just solve this equation and you'll be getting the value of alpha. It fell down yesterday. I guess it is because of that. Seriously? Okay, fine. Can anyone please let me know the value of alpha? Like it is taking too long. Alpha is equals to 1. Yes, alpha is equals to 1 is the correct answer. Yes, very good. Now, this question. If the system of equation has infinitely many solutions, then the ordered pair alpha comma beta is equal to, again a very easy question. System of equations is given to you and it is said that it has infinite solutions. What you guys are supposed to do that? Just put d is equals to 0, d1 equals to 0, d2 equals to 0. Solve and let me know. Got the answer? C 1 comma 3, that is alpha is 1 and beta is 3. Is that? Okay. So anybody else? Anybody else has got the answer? C. Okay. Now this one, the system of linear equations is inconsistent if k is equals to this and m is equals to this, or k is equals to something and m is equals to not, m not equals to something. Do that question also and let me know the answer. Has anyone got the answer? You have this question also. That is the last question. So try this one also. The following system of linear equation is what? Does not have any solution, has a unique solution, has a solution alpha, beta, gamma satisfying this, and has infinitely many solutions. So you can simply find the values of x, y, and z in this case. Just find the value of x, y, and z, and you will be like clear with the answer. Okay?